is Mom Dukes here. Gracias. Thanks for tuning in. And I don't know if you guys had just checked out the other video that I posted up of my first time doing soap. It was like a little preview, you know. So, welcome. Thank you. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button because we're about to get up in this first time ever making soap. So, with that being said, it was a lot of things that happened. Meaning, I'm going to show y'all throughout this video because this is my second time making a complete little set of a little larger batch. A little larger batch of soap, and this was my second time. Now, what I'm going to do first is go over a little safety precautions, let you know so that you do understand when you do attempt to do it your first time around. Go ahead and make sure you do all your research, look up everything, see what you're working with, because you know you're working with Lye product, which is a caustic product. You know, it's a y'all didn't see what it did, but I'm gonna show y'all what it did. And you always learn from your mistakes, if you get what I'm saying. So I've learned a lot of little points and a little pointers and other stuff here and there. And the second go round was even better than the first go round. Now the first go round had some problems, but I still freaking made soap. That's the point. That's where I'm getting at. So not in this video, but I will have a video where I break down some cost factors, meaning just let you know how much you're paying for everything, how much per ounce things can cost, and then how much per bar things can cost. Because like I told y'all, I'm doing different things. I'm starting my company. I'm starting my business. No, I'm not selling and promoting to you guys, but you will eventually see where you can purchase things from Mom Dukes. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's all up to whatever you want to do. I don't pressure. I don't beg. I don't do any of that. Whichever way my Heavenly Father, the creator of all, my God, see fit to give me my blessings, it's no stopping that. They're going to come. So, first thing is, when you're messing with any type of product like that, which is Lye, like I told you guys in the first one, you know, it was a few little things. Like I had my protective eyewear. Oh, I don't even see that here to show you guys. So, I'm going to go over a few little things. When you're messing with that, you want to make sure that you can have regular disposable gloves. You know, some people is allergic to the latex, so they have those little, like the blue gloves, the hospital gloves. I think that's a different type of product, so that is for people that may break out from latex. So you want to have protective eyewear. So mine is pretty wide, goes over my whole eye, covers underneath, so no seepage, covers on the top, so nothing can come through as far as in there as well. You want something like that to protect your eyes. Because yes, if you do something, mess up, and it splash, just get you a walking stick and a dog, because that's what you're going to need, because you're going to be blind. So I'm just saying, it's going to happen. But you want to have your protective goggles. With me, I do have asthma, so I try to protect my lungs a little extra. I know I didn't do a lot when I was using this product doing hair. Yeah, because when I was doing hair, this is part of what's in a relaxer. That's the active ingredient within a relaxer is Lye. So sometimes I didn't use gloves. You know, you do some little childish things growing up. And I didn't wear masks. I didn't wear protective eyewear. I didn't do any of that. But being that this is straight Lye, 100%, not diluted, not mixed with any chemical already, we're going to go ahead and just show y'all what you need. Protective eyewear. I had my protective mask as well. And I did have this underneath. Oh, but on top. It still fogs up a little bit. But I have those as well. And I have both disposable gloves and a longer glove. So, in my video that I did, I didn't have on a long sleeve of anything. Yeah, y'all heard me, I didn't. But what you do want to do is have a long sleeve shirt and your gloves to maybe come over that shirt so that can keep that down, keep it in place. You also want long sleeve pants, you want closed toe shoes just in case if something explode or, you know, pour out on you, your feet protected and you won't have little toes missing. And also, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. And then dealing with the soap, you want to go ahead and always maintain your gloves until the Lye kind of dissolves and blend, because once it's solidified, there's no more Lye within the product. The Lye is gone. All you're doing is like evaporating all the water out that you use for your product. So once all that get evaporated out, that's where that time comes within 4 to 6 weeks, because then your bar is really, really hard because it has no water. So that's the purpose of that. It's not so much as just curing, because 3 days after you make your soap, even sometimes after, you can test it with a pH little stick to see that you have no more Lye in your product. You know, you can then go ahead and use your soap. It may not be as hard as you would want it, you know, but it may not last as long as you would like it if you take nice hot showers like myself. So you may want to go ahead and just wait a little bit. You know, maybe put your one to the side and put the rest up. Let it do its curing. That's what I did. I got all mine put up from the first soap or the first batch to the second batch to the third batch to the rebatch. Yes, I'm on rebatching right now, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's real simple to learn, easy to learn, saving you money. And guess what? When you may not have access to go to things, if something is stuck on the water, you know, shipping, and you can't get soap, you made your own. That simple. Because Lye, even if it's not in the store, I'll have a video for that as well on the original way, how you would create and make Lye. Yeah, see, all these things was back in the day before internet and before all these little gadgets that made us kind of lazy. I'm going to teach you stuff that, just in case if we got to go back to that, you'll know how to do it. It's just that simple. So, and then also, other little tools and things you may want to have. You know, different mixing bowls. You'll see also within the Lye product, no glass. If you do glass, maybe use glass just to measure out your Lye. And then also just to put your fragrance oil in. You don't want to put your water and your Lye solution in that. And I'll show you and you know why. So with that, you want to go ahead and get stainless steel, nice hard plastic. I think it's like plastic number 4 and 5. I'm not for sure, but I'm gonna leave all that description below so you guys can know as far as, because it's like polyurethane. Y'all know those technical names. I can't tell you, but what I can do is put it there for you so you can see it, and I have that for you because you can purchase them from Dollar Tree. Everything at Dollar Tree is no longer $1; it's $1.25 now. But it's a little bit cheaper going that route than going out if you can't afford stainless steel. You know, the bowls and stuff, they can cost. Like I got a nice ass bowl, but I'm a bargain shopper, y'all. So I want to say that I paid like about maybe $12 for that bowl, and it's a nice stainless steel bowl, but it's perfect, and it's perfect for doing my blending, or if I got my Lye solution in there, that's perfect for that. Like literally, I love it. So I did all my pots. I got old pots, which is stainless steel that I had. I used what I had on hand. Some things I did have to purchase, but a lot of things I refused. I was not going to do. And then you want to have a spatula or some things like that, something to mix it. You don't want to use wood. And on my wood table where I had the accident, let me just let y'all see for a second. That's what it'll do. It'll eat it up. Y'all see, don't do wood. Do silicone. Do plastic, hard plastic. Do stainless steel. I'm just saying, don't do wood. Okay, these is everything that I learned. I have to tell y'all. If I don't share this, I feel like people just have you going in blind. Some people have excellent content covering do's and don'ts. I found that out. So I'm going to try to drop a few of those as well so that you could get some 101 learning, because like I said, I'm here to share information, and if by my information I receive some help looking and researching something else, I'm going to shout that out. You know why? Because you may learn something from that channel as well. I'm here to share because like I said, we're all one. So I'm going to help my brothers and sisters just like I hope they will help me as well. It's just simple. That's just how I think. What you put out is what you get back. Good karma. That's it. Being positive. So it was a 10 degrees difference within my oil and my Lye solution. But what I found out is it's still a certain degrees that you want to add those items in together to where it can help you out. Even though the way I did it the second go round, it still turned out good because I like to have extra time to work with things so that I can be a little bit more creative, because that's just how my mind flows. So yes, I can just go ahead and make some batches if I'm making just regular color soap, just simple, easy, quick, boop, boop. I'll go ahead and do that to make sure that within your, it's called like you're looking for a trace, and then it's emulsifying, I believe is what it's called, or like when the liquid and the Lye solution mix together, and once it get almost like a pudding but not too thick, you know, it's just like bacon to me. And I'm so greedy and love bacon, it kind of clicks like this for me. So it was a couple of little mistakes beforehand that I learned in this one. So it's just like I said, you're learning the process. Your first go round, you may get it spot on, and if you do, I'm so happy, because that's what's up. And then it may take you a couple times, and guess what? That's what's up too, because you still got it. You still able to make things for your home, for your family, something that you know what's in the product, period. And all the soap that I made was all vegan. Meaning I have lard, I have other little fats and butters and so forth that I can use, but I do have those in my household that are either vegetarian, politarian, vegan. So we pretty much eat really, really like healthy here, and kind of watch what we put in our body, what we put on our body, and so forth. And like I told you guys in my washing powder video, I was tired of itching. It's just that simple. You know, my skin is very, very sensitive to a lot of different things, from like flack can land on y'all, do nothing, a flack can land on me, and then I'm itching, and then I got little bitty bumps and stuff because I done broke out because of the flack. Like that's how sensitive my skin is. But it's not gonna keep me from doing things, is what I'm saying. I'm just gonna figure out different ways to utilize and have things for my skin. And if it helps others with skin disorders and skin issues, then that's basically what I'm aiming for. Simple. Because no, I'm not curing anything. but I never can tell. But that's not my goal. My goal is to subside and make lessen of the breakouts and irritations that you may go through with your skin. Just simple, and that's called like contact dermatitis. You know, that's from different little ingredients, different little perfumes, different little things that may break your skin out. People don't understand that still exists. So, just, you know, so I kept it on that level. And then I had a little issue with the honey within my soap that I use. I don't know if, well, I do now. Let me be clear. If I'm going to use honey, I'm going to use honey and put it in when I'm melting my hard butters. You know why? Because in the process of that melting and being nice and hot, that honey is going to melt as well and mix within the oil and not stand out of the oil, if you get what I'm saying. It's like sitting on top. I don't want it to sit on top. I want it to blend and everything blend within. Now, I do have mica powders only because I do work with epoxy, so I already had like some little colors, and I chose to use some of those in my next batches of soap, and it turned out to me pretty darn good. Now, the only thing I would do different is so that, because if you don't calculate everything correctly in your soap batch, like for your oils and stuff, it may factor in a little longer time that your soaps have to sit before you're able to cut them. Just meaning, as far as for them to get a little bit harder for you to cut, you may have to let them sit a little bit longer. If you don't take the oil that you already have within your batch order and then put a little bit of that to mix up your mica powders, because mica powders does not mix well in water. It mixes better in oil. Now, if you're mixing, like in one of my soaps, I use turmeric and pumpkin spice. I don't know if I tried it with mixing with water, but I'm quite sure that it probably would do really good mixing with water. You know what I'm saying? Because you only need a little bit just to mix it up. But I did separate my oil a little bit and use a little bit of oil and mixed up fine as well with that as well. So, I don't know, yeah, that's like a iffy. Like with that, I feel like you can use just water with a regular, so you guys can know what I'm talking about, because I know y'all like, what? So like regular pumpkin spice and regular turmeric, ground turmeric. So I thought it would give it like a nice little orangey and brown, you know, almost close to like fall, like, you know, that type color. But let me see. Okay, yes. But actually, this is the color of it. So I mean, like, it's, let me see. You guys probably should have been able to see that. Like it's really cute. It's cute. And the scent that I used in there was frankincense, lemon, and sweet orange. As far as for my essence oil, all I'm gonna tell you is, it freaking smells amazing. Makes your skin really, it feels really good on your skin. Yes. So I'm really pleased with that one. And then a couple of other, I'm gonna show you guys those as well. This one is called my icy blue lake, because I am from Michigan. We are surrounded by lakes. You know, we look like a glove. And then this one is called my mahogany. It has mahogany in it, and also was it vanilla? I'm not for sure. I have to look and see, because I wrote everything down with my recipes. So everything that I do, I'm writing, figuring out, seeing what works well, what lather good. And I've heard, because I have given out some samples, this one lather excellent. I heard that. Haven't heard back yet on this. I don't even think that I used any of this yet, but I used some of that. Let me show you the others. This is the peppermint, and this one is with, see, those are with the straight cut, because I did find something that I could use, which is something that I had when I used to bake when I cut my dough. But this is the peppermint, which actually is good. Sometimes this comes off a little bit, but I kind of found a secret with that. I think 99% alcohol when you spray, it helps to keep air bubbles from forming and ash and so forth. And I think it helps to keep some of this on a little bit better too, to like adhere to the soap. Push it down a little bit. I'm not for sure, but I'm gonna try it out and see next time. But this one, it worked. This one is really good lather, and you can feel the little bit of the peppermint. Oh, feels amazing. This one is within the bee soap, and I got the name for this one as well. And this one has a cute, now this one turned out really cute as far as the, let me see, the pattern. It do have a little yellow in there because it was, this one I believe is called Behave, and because of the bee print. And then it has lemon in there, has sunset yellow color as far as for the mica color. And this is the same one, but instead of me pouring more of the blue from the icy blue, I had it more of the sunset yellow, and this is how this one turned out. So it's a little bit lighter, and it's like opposite color, but it turned out really pretty. And like I said, this is the mold for it. Like a little bee and a little bee with the little honeycombs, which is really cute. So those is kind of soft, these molds here. But what I'm going to do is probably make me a little box so that can fit in, so that you get a nice flat surface, so that all of the soap can get in all the nooks and crannies. Because if you see, this one is a little straighter, and this one is kind of indented in the middle. If y'all see that a little bit, I don't know if y'all really can see it, but you got like a little indent. and it shouldn't. That's what I'm going with. I did a rebatch, so that's basically over there. I'll grab that and show you guys. I did. So this is my rebatch. It's still soft. The water is still evaporating because you do use a little bit of water and do a double boiler, or you could do it in a crock pot. I'm not messing up a crock pot for soap because I'm not doing hot soap or let me see, it's cold press soap. I'm not doing hot press soap. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna stick with this. I really like this way. So I just added a little bit of like some pink in there to make it like look like strawberry and cream with hopefully a little golden brassy type color or something at the bottom. It's like a mystery soap. That's what I'm gonna call it, mystery, because I don't know what it's gonna turn out to be. You want to keep paper towel around, which I have, and old towels and rags and stuff. So these are the items and the things that I use to clean out all of my stuff with, so that I'm not cross-contaminating or using anything that we use for food products or to for our in my kitchen area. I don't want none of that. I don't want nobody getting sick. I don't do that. Okay, so let me see. I went over all as far as your safety wear and how you do. And even when your soap is done, being at the Lye, if you test it with the little, I don't know if y'all know the little strips I'm talking about, but if you work in the food industry, y'all know what I'm talking about. And those things you can test and it'll tell you how much of that of the Lye that still remain. But pretty much after 24 hours, you're there because it done made the soap. Once the soap is created, there's no more Lye, so you don't have anything to worry about. They say do a test and stick your tongue on it or see if it kind of burn you, in a sense. But my thing is, all you got to do is just go take a bar, one of your sample pieces, go with some water and lather. And if your hand burn a little bit, I think you'll know that something's still in it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm not putting nothing in my mouth. That's what I do. So I'm not going to do that. So I would test it that way. I'll test it that way. But I got full confidence in the procedure and in how science and chemistry work. Because that's all you're doing. You're just doing just a little bit of chemistry. And, hey, I did hair and nails. You do chemistry all the time within that. So it wasn't that hard for me, and it's not going to be that hard for you as well. That you're really putting in last is any of your fragrance, oils, and colors. And the reason for that is you don't want the colors to be separating the oils. You don't want your fragrance to separate from your oils or not combine. So, and if it's too hot, it's going to make it go rancid. And in one of the peppermint soap, I did use real dry herbs or my herbs from my garden, because I feel like if you got these things where you're at and you're making your stuff and that's all you have, that's all you will be using. So I make it make sense. I didn't have a stick blender. I feel they say you need a stick blender, but back in the day, they didn't have stick blenders either. So they either did it by hand. They did it by hand. With that, I'm going to go with they did it by hand. I don't have a stick blender, but I got a mixer, which comes with 1 or 2 beaters. You can put 1 on if you want, or you could do 2. I say the concept is still the same. You're blending, mixing. You get what I'm saying? Not letting air to be up in there. Hopefully the blenders ain't causing air. And you know what I'm saying, all that. Because then now you got to wait for that to be ready so you can do soap. Why? Why you don't? And let me see. I think that's pretty much it as far as within this. I'm just trying to think of everything that happened within the first video, because the second video went by much smoother. So it's like a up in the air. And then in the next video that I show you guys, as far as my second video of me doing the soap, because at the end of here, I'm just going to show you little clips of the first video that I did in the preview. But in the second one, yeah, I was a little bit more less distracted and less excited. I think when you're excited and your excitement level is like all the way like a 300, you got to bring it down to 100. And then do. I was at a 3. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for taking your time out to check out these little facts if you're trying to decide to make soap. And enjoy the end of this clip, and you'll see what I mean. Deuces.